ロサンゼルスドジャースの投手陣の柱としてメジャーリーグの常識を覆し続ける山本由伸。メジャー投手史上最高額となる12年3億2500万ドルの契約金で移籍し、初年度からワールドシリーズで圧巻のピッチングを披露して見事ワールドシリーズ MVP に輝きました。しかしその栄光の裏にはへなちょこで涙もろかった幼少期やドラフト4位指名という逆境、そして槍投げやヨガを用いた独特なトレーニング方法など知られざる戦いと挑戦がありました。ここからはその様子を字幕付きでご紹介します。
Un niño que creía que la perfección no se busca, se entrena. Yoshinobu Yamamoto nació el 17 de agosto de 1998 en Bisen, una tranquila ciudad japonesa. Desde pequeño, el béisbol no solo fue un juego, fue una especie de refugio. Empezó jugando en la primaria como tercera base y receptor. No destacaba, no tenía un brazo prodigioso ni un físico imponente. Era solo otro niño más, uno que, según él mismo recuerda, lloraba por todo. Recuerdo que un día lloré porque no encontraba mi lonchera en la mochila, decía entre risas. Pero detrás de esa anécdota inocente había un rasgo que lo acompañaría toda la vida. Odiaba perder. Cada derrota lo hacía llorar, y aunque nadie lo sabía entonces, esas lágrimas eran el primer entrenamiento de su espíritu competitivo. En la secundaria las cosas no fueron distintas. Era pequeño, frágil y mucho más delgado que el resto. No era titular, no era el prospecto al que todo el mundo estaba viendo. Mientras otros ocupaban los puestos principales, Yamamoto observaba en silencio, analizaba, esperaba su momento. Y cuando terminaban los entrenamientos, él se quedaba, practicando ahí solito, lanzando una y otra vez hasta que la noche caía sobre el campo. Esa soledad fue su dojo, su campo de batalla mental. En su tercer año de secundaria, finalmente lo dejaron ser parte del roster principal, no como estrella, ni siquiera era abridor. Era el último juego clasificatorio para un torneo nacional. El equipo estaba al borde de la eliminación, y fue entonces cuando su entrenador, sin muchas opciones allí, lo llamó. Yoshinobu subió al montículo para lanzar las últimas 2 entradas. El estadio era pequeño, pero el silencio era absoluto. El último bateador se paró en el plato. Yamamoto respiró profundo y lanzó. Una recta perfecta. Fue un lanzamiento tan exacto, tan limpio, que todos los entrenadores recordaron ese instante durante años. Nunca olvidaré ese lanzamiento, decía. Aquel día, Yoshinobu Yamamoto no solo mostró su talento, mostró una mente entrenada para el control absoluto. Y aunque nadie lo sabía todavía, ese niño delgado y callado estaba a punto de forjar el carácter que lo convertiría en el samurái más temido del montículo. Fue en la preparación de su nueva etapa en la secundaria cuando algo cambió de verdad. Al ingresar a la escuela secundaria Miyakonojo, decidió dominar el béisbol. Mientras sus compañeros se contentaban con levantar pesas o repetir lanzamientos clásicos, Yoshinobu hacía algo distinto. De noche, bajo la luz tenue del campo, lanzaba una jabalina tras otra. No era para lanzar más fuerte, era para aprender a transferir su cuerpo entero, desde la pierna de impulso hasta la punta de los dedos, con la misma fluidez que un samurái desenvaina su espada. Sus rodillas se extendían rápido, su torso rotaba con elegancia y su brazo seguía como si fuera una máquina creada para liberar furia contenida. Al mismo tiempo, practicaba estiramientos, yoga de contorsión, ejercicios de movilidad. No era musculatura bruta, era un cuerpo refinado. Su flexibilidad se convirtió en su arma oculta. Fue así como su velocidad empezó a subir de 74 millas por hora al inicio del verano a 80 millas al graduarse de la secundaria. Y cuando ya era estudiante de la preparatoria, 83 millas, 91, 94. Y todo gracias a esa mezcla silenciosa de disciplina, desplazamiento de energía y entrenamiento de guerrero. Pero el destino siempre pone a pruebas a quienes están hechos para algo más grande. Antes del torneo más importante de su último año, su codo comenzó a doler. Nadie lo sabía y el hombre lo ocultó. Y aún con el dolor, subió al montículo, lanzó 7 entradas y 2 tercios, ponchó a 11 y solo permitió una carrera. Perdieron 2-0, pero él ganó algo mucho más importante, el control absoluto de su mente. Y fue ese temple, el que se forja en los peores momentos, el que sin que nadie lo sospechara, lo llevaría años más tarde a lograr lo imposible en el mejor.
And he was just getting started. June 18th, 2022. The Saitama Seibu Lions came to town. Yoshinobu Yamamoto took the mound. By the end of the night, he had thrown a no-hitter. 27 batters, 27 outs, a 2-0 victory. But here's what made it historic. This was the 4th no-hitter thrown in NPB that season. The first time in league history that 4 pitchers had accomplished the feat in a single year. Yamamoto joined Roki Sasaki, now Higashihama, and others in the record books. His fastball was electric. His splitter was devastating. His command? Flawless. After the game, the ball was placed in the NPB Hall of Fame. Yamamoto had thrown a no-hitter at 23 years old in his first full season as an ace. And here's the wild part. This wasn't even his best pitching performance. Not even close. September 9th, 2023. 1 year and 3 months after his first no-hitter, Yoshinobu Yamamoto stepped onto the mound against the Chiba Marines. And he did it again. Another no-hitter. 27 batters, 27 outs. With that performance, Yamamoto became the first pitcher in NPB history to throw no-hitters in consecutive seasons. Not Hideo Nomo, not Yu Darvish, not Masahiro Tanaka, Yamamoto. He had done something no Japanese pitcher had ever accomplished in over 70 years of professional baseball. 2 no-hitters, back-to-back seasons. Historic. By this point, American scouts were taking notice. MLB front offices were preparing bids. Yamamoto wasn't just the best pitcher in Japan anymore. He was one of the best pitchers in the world, and he hadn't even stepped foot in the big leagues yet. The final season of Yoshinobu Yamamoto's NPB career, and he saved the best for last. He went 16-6 with a 1.21 ERA, the second lowest in Pacific League history. He struck out 169 batters, and with that, he won his 3rd consecutive pitching Triple Crown. No pitcher in NPB history had ever won 3 straight Triple Crowns. Not one. He also won his 3rd straight Pacific League MVP award. Only the 2nd player in NPB history to do so, joining legendary pitcher Hisashi Yamada. He won his 3rd consecutive Eiji Sawamura Award, matching Masaichi Kaneda, the greatest pitcher in Japanese baseball history. Over 3 seasons, Yamamoto went 49-16 with a 1.44 ERA and 580 strikeouts. Let that sink in. 49 wins, 16 losses, a 1.44 ERA. At 25 years old, Yamamoto had put together the most dominant 3-year stretch in
California. And yesterday, the Dodgers abused the Padres in San Diego, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto had a big hand in it. Ninja, tell us about why Yoshi's such a stud.
So this is Yamamoto up 9 runs in this game, putting in more thought to one pitch than I put into anything in my life. Look at his face as he's running through everything here. What Mark Pryor said that he talked about during this broadcast was that Yamamoto is the best pitcher he has ever seen, throwing strikes that look like balls and balls that look like strikes, which is something Greg Maddux has always said was the key to pitching. Here's Joe Davis talking about it.
Mark Pryor was saying the other day that he thinks Yamamoto attacks both sides of the plate, ball to strike, strike to ball, better than any pitcher he's ever seen. Mark, not a guy to speak with hyperbole, not a guy to shower big-time praise like that, best ever kind of praise. But that's the kind of impact that Yamamoto's done over this last year plus, especially kind of impression that's made on his pitching coach.
Here are a few examples of what he's talking about. You see this painted fastball here. I put a target on it. This is absolutely dotted. Not only is this pitch dotted, but it is perfectly set up. Here's a splitter, the pitch before. You'll see Rushing give him a head nod after he catches this splitter because he knows what pitch is coming next. And Yamamoto knows it too. He was going to tunnel a fastball strike with that splitter that was a ball because as a hitter, you're thinking he's trying to fool you again. And he did fool you with the fastball in that same tunnel. Fantastic sequencing. Then he does kind of a similar thing here with Machado. Just a great sequence making him look terrible. And then this sequence versus Fermin, where he throws 2 sliders perfectly painted. Look at this, back to back. You get him looking out there. He throws a 2-seamer just outside those sliders that just runs back in, and you're like shocked to see this. You freeze. There's an overlay of the sliders, and then an overlay including that 2-seamer. Just fantastic sequencing. It's almost like a sucker punch on that one. And this is what I love about watching Yamamoto pitch. We also talked to Rob Hill, Dodgers VP of pitching, about Yamamoto. And the Dodgers have learned more from watching Yamamoto than he's learned from them.
I was so excited. I mean, for a million reasons when we signed him, but one of them was literally that. It was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, we'll get to actually see behind the curtain as to like how he melds it into traditional development in terms of throwing and stuff. But I think it's like his body is made to perform to throw.
Now onto my top 5 filthiest pitches of the day. At number 5.
done. In Game 2 of the World Series against the Toronto Blue Jays, he threw another complete game. 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 8 strikeouts, 105 pitches. He became the first pitcher to throw back-to-back complete games in the postseason since Curt Schilling in 2001, 24 years earlier. He also became the first pitcher with multiple complete games in a single postseason since Madison Bumgarner in 2014. The Dodgers lost Game 1. They were down 3-2 in the series heading into Game 6. Their season was on the line. Dave Roberts handed the ball to Yamamoto. 6 innings, 1 run, 6 strikeouts, 96 pitches. The Dodgers won 3-1. Game 7. The very next day, the Dodgers were in the 9th inning, leading 2-1. Blake Snell was on the mound. The Blue Jays loaded the bases with 1 out. The game was slipping away. Dave Roberts pulled Snell, and who did he call on? Yoshinobu Yamamoto. On 1 day's rest, having thrown 96 pitches the night before. Yamamoto walked to the mound, ground out, fly out, inning over. The Dodgers escaped. Extra innings, 10th inning. Yamamoto retired the side in order. 11th inning. The Blue Jays led off with a double, then a walk. Runners on first and third, 1 out. Alejandro Kirk stepped to the plate. He hit a ground ball to Mookie Betts. Double play. Game over. The Dodgers won the World Series. Yamamoto was named World Series MVP. In 3 World Series appearances, Yamamoto pitched 17.2 innings, allowed just 2 earned runs, 1.02 ERA, struck out 15, and won 3 games, the first pitcher to win 3 games in a World Series since Randy Johnson in 2001. He pitched 2.2 innings of relief in Game 7 on 0 days rest, something Clayton Kershaw called the most gutsy, ballsy thing any guy has ever done. Shohei Ohtani said after the game, "I have no idea how he pulled it off. I really believe he is the #1 pitcher in the whole world." Dave Roberts grabbed the microphone in the post-game celebration and shouted, "Yamamoto's the GOAT! He's the GOAT!" And the entire team chanted, "MVP, MVP!" Yamamoto became the second Japanese-born player to win World Series MVP, joining Hideki Matsui.
今回のテーマである山本由伸投手の異次元の支配力について、専門的な視点から少し深掘りしてみましょう。山本投手が MLB の強打者たちをフリーズさせ、ワールドシリーズ MVP という栄冠を勝ち取ることができた最大の要因は、球速だけではなく、その驚異的なピッチデザインとゲームマネジメント能力にあります。彼の投球の核となるスプリットとフォーシームのトンネリング、同じ軌道から異なる変化をすることは、打者にとってはリリースの瞬間まで判別が不可能です。さらに、カッターやカーブの絶妙なシーケンシング、配球は、セーバーメトリクスの観点から見ても、FIP 守備独立防御率や WHIP を極限まで求める要因となっています。ドジャースのピッチングコーチであるマーク・プライヤー氏や VP のロブ・ヒル氏が、我々の方が彼から学んでいる、と語ったように、山本投手独自の槍投げやヨガによるトレーニングは、効率的なキネティックチェーン、運動連鎖を生み出し、肩や肘への負担を軽減しつつ、爆発的な出力を可能にしています。これこそが、中0日でのゲーム7-9再登板という、現代野球の常識ではありえない限界突破を可能にした誠の秘密です。彼の存在は、パワー重視のメジャーリーグにおいて、柔軟性と効率的な力学がいかに重要であるかを再定義しました。大谷翔平選手やクレイトン、カーショウ選手といったレジェンドたちから世界の一等手と絶賛されるのも、この卓越した技術とマウンド上での不屈の精神、侍、スピリッツがあるからに他なりません。皆さんは、山本由伸投手のどの球種やプレーに最も驚かされましたか？ぜひコメント欄で、あなたの意見を聞かせてください。動画を最後までご覧いただき、ありがとうございました。山本投手の素晴らしい活躍や、彼の投資について、皆さんはどう感じましたか？本当に彼は世界ナンバーワンの投手だと思いますか？ぜひコメント欄で皆さんの感想を聞かせてください。チャンネル登録と高評価もよろしくお願いします。また次がん10人動画でお会いしましょう。